everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be prepping some tables for my company that is coming over for Christmas dinner and of course for our Christmas morning breakfast. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Kelly. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and it gives you some inspiration to deck out your tables for Christmas. So let's get into today's video. I'm going to be starting here in my dining room because I am having my husband's family over for dinner the next evening. This is a glimpse of how my table was set up for just every day. It's just my husband and I at home, so we don't use this every day, so it was just set up for that reason. But I decided to change out the runner because the one I have on the table, I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorites. If you've been around for a while, you know I adore it. But I found this one at my local grocery store for $7. It was a Christmas clearance. Now the one that's on the table is beautiful, but I panic if anybody spills anything on it, were to spill anything on it, because it is very difficult to clean. So I thought I'm going to change it out for this one. It's a heavy duty linen, easy to wash. So that's all I'm going to do here, and then start putting things back on. My centerpiece here, I grounded it this time with a tray. It wasn't on a tray originally, but this way I can easily remove it if it's in the way during dinner. I'm bringing in some candle holders on each end of the table. I'm just placing some extra florals that I had lying around, and some crystal vases that I might use, not vases, I'm sorry, dishes that I might use for different things on the table. I'm thinking my cranberry sauce could go in here. But these candle holders are actually a DIY. This candle on the inside is from the dollar store, and everything else is also from the dollar store. I just took an old vase and hot glued it onto a dollar store candle holder, and that was it. I did that a number of years ago, and I really do like the way it turned out. So now I want to dress it up just a bit more. The florals just weren't cutting it for me, and I thought, why not try some red ribbon on it? So I'm just going to try and tie a bow on here, and in the end I thought this was exactly what was needed in here. If you watch my Decorate With Me, my dining room video, I'll leave it in the cards above. I'd love for you to go check it out. But I decided to keep the theme in here, just greens and golds. And I love it. But for dinner, I wanted to just take it a little bit extra because the rest of that, there's so much red in the rest of the house. And I thought the touches would be really pretty with my dishes, which you will see here in a minute.
But I know we'll be warm, sitting by the fire and dream. Tell me again with a whisper, little things that I wanna hear, and the stars up above are smiling when they see you holding me so near.
I am absolutely loving this new runner. This is the only new thing I bought in here this year, and actually for $7 for this runner, I could not pass it up. Like I said, it was a Christmas clearance at my grocery store, but I love the black and white check. I really wasn't sure when I bought it how I would feel about this for Christmas, but I'm thinking about going and getting another one for my kitchen table. Now I'm just using some old old placemats, these green ones. I cannot even tell you how long I've had them. So I just thought, okay, let's keep with the green and gold here. So I'm just layering my placemats with a gold charger, my Christmas plates, my nutcracker glasses, and just some wine goblets. I'm not going to do any cutlery yet, not till guests are coming over. I just don't like putting them out just yet, but I just love the way this is coming together, and the little red bows on the candles are they're just that little festive touch to bring it all together. Now here I couldn't decide if I wanted to keep with the green theme or add in more red. I was afraid that adding in more red might overwhelm the space, but when I put the green against it, it just seemed kind of blah. And I thought, again, it just needs a little bit of that Christmas touch, so I decided to go with the red. There's some red berries on the plates, and it ties in with the bows, and it's just enough red, I think, to not overwhelm the space. But tell me in the comments below, what do you think? Would you have gone with green, red, or maybe even a white? I didn't try a white. I thought that was too blah. But what would you have done? Let me know in the comments below. Here, I'm really excited to share this little tip with you. Again, it's just using what you have in the house. I did this at Thanksgiving and it worked out so well. We all loved it. But this is a teapot I have had, and I use it as my gravy boat. It keeps my tea hot, so it really keeps my gravy hot for the dinner. So we used it at Thanksgiving and it worked out so well, so I'm going to bring back that idea. But that's just a little tip for you. Just look around your house and use something that, you know, in a different way that maybe you didn't think of before running out to buy anything. And now I'm going to break out my little nutcracker wine glass markers. I love these little things. They're just so fun. They tie in with the glasses that are nutcrackers, and just a cute little touch to add to everybody's little glass so they know whose glass is whose.
Lighting up this town. And as I walk outside, hear the Christmas choir sing.
Now over here on this side table, I decided to use it as a somewhat of a little bit of a buffet. So I'm just going to take this old green table runner that I had, put back my just my greens in this vase here, and then I thought the table was getting a little bit too cluttered, so I moved my teapot / gravy boat over here, and this other little dish that I will also use for anything extra, and just some little plates with some spoons here. Don't know what I'm going to be putting on these yet, but at least I'm prepared. So this little spot just serves as a nice little buffet for me.
Laughter, let us make memories that stay forever. It's Christmas today. All snow is falling down, all the colored lights lighting up this town.
And here's a look at how the room has come together. I am loving everything, the way it all ties into the rest of the house. The pops of red on the table are just enough to give it a really festive and a merry cheer in here and make it really feel like Christmas. It ties in with this beautiful, beautiful dish that I got from my mother-in-law years ago. This has little pine cones on it with some pine branches and some red berries. So just the little red touches were perfect in here. The other thing I love about this table runner is it doesn't scream Christmas. So I can use this any time of the year. And I think that's great because for $7, I have got a gorgeous runner that will tie in for any festivity that I'll be hosting or any time of the year. I just love it.
Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas
Now, my husband got our grandfather clock in the corner going, and he really wanted you to hear it. It's an heirloom passed down through many generations, so we think it's just beautiful. Now it's the next day, and it's actually the day after the dinner party, and I decided I wanted to try and set up my table now in the kitchen for, thinking of Christmas morning and things like that. Now, when I found the runner, there were also these placemats, which I have been looking for. I've been looking for red and white striped placemats. Almost in my head, I had these in mind for probably the last 3 or 4 years. And when I picked up the runner for the dining room, these were right beside it, and I couldn't believe my luck. And they were on sale for $2.50, and they were originally $10. So I thought this was a fantastic deal. I snapped up 4 of them, and I'm so pleased with them. They're just like the runner on the dining room table, a heavy, heavy linen, and double-sided, so the other side is just plain red. So I am thrilled with this find too. Now I'm just going to continue setting up, and everything else are things that I've had for a number of years. The placemats were the only new thing. The runner down the middle of the table is actually from the dollar store. My Santa teapot here is one of my favorite things at Christmas time. He has seen better days. He's got a few chips here and there, but I can't even tell you how long I've had him, probably about 25 years. So now I'm just going to play around with the table, and my idea here was playing off my Santa teapot and my new placemats. It's kind of a Santa theme in here. I decided not to use any chargers underneath my Christmas dishes in here, just because I love the placemats so much, and I didn't want to take away from the rest of the table. The placemats are pretty busy. Everything else, it's all red and white, so I thought it would look fine this way, and I love it. So now for the cutlery, I'm going to do a little fun thing, and I have these little ho 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 stockings from the dollar store. I actually have some others that say Noel, and I'm going to place my cutlery in here on top of the napkin. And this is just a fun little whimsical touch to add to my table. Some years I've put candy canes in there, other years I've put little surprise treats in for my guests. So you're just limited by your imagination. I'm sure there's a million other things you could do with these. Then I'm just going to add some clementines back to the table in this wooden bowl. And on the red Santa Christmas cookie plate, I will use that Christmas morning for my cinnamon rolls that we will have with our coffee while we're opening gifts. But I want to thank you so much for stopping by and spending some time with me. I hope this gave you a little bit of inspiration to add some little Christmas touches to your table. You don't need a lot. You don't need to go out and buy fancy chargers or anything like that. Remember, it's all about being together and enjoying each other's company. And I want to wish that for you and your family a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and all the best for the new year. I really do appreciate you stopping by and supporting my channel. And until I see you in the new year, I wish you all the best for the holiday season.
For you